What's up, Fragrant World? Welcome back to another Stay Fresh production. And welcome to a special collaboration. I was contacted by a new and upcoming reviewer named Monika. Monika, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. And she asked that we do a collaborative video where we talk about our favorite discoveries, fragrance discoveries that is, for the year of 2019. And I happily agreed. And in doing so and trying to compile this group of 3 fragrances, I had like 7 honorable mentions. It was really, really difficult to boil it down to 3, but I think I chose 3 that have really spoken to me, have really resonated with me, and I know will get a lot of wear out of me for the years to come. So I'm going to talk about my 3 fragrances. Monika will discuss her 3 fragrances, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to dive right into my first one here. This is one that is probably predictable if most of you have been watching my videos over the last month or so. This one has been blowing my mind. All right. And again, even smelling it from the atomizer, it does it for me. This is from the house of Raja Parfums, Mr. Raja Dove himself, an artisan and a wise person in general. He created this one. This is Scandal Pour Homme. This is the Parfum Cologne version, brand new release this year. I have reviewed it. Man, this stuff. Wow. Oak moss, lemon, lavender, woods, lots of spices. It's kind of sweet from tonka bean. Basically, this is an aromatic fougere, but it has a dryness to it. It's dry, it's herbal and woody, but it's also kind of creamy, just a little bit, and sweet and very fresh. And that lemon note, man, that lemon is so zingy. There's bergamot in here too. That lemon bergamot combo is a great one, and it works very well here. A great fragrance to wear pretty much for any occasion all year round, but it shines when you're dressed up a little bit and looking to be kind of gentlemanly. If you want to know a little bit more about the scent itself, go to my channel, check out my review, and maybe even get yourself a sample. So that is Scandal Parfum Cologne. Up next. Now this fragrance is also pretty new to me. This is not a new fragrance to the house, I believe, and there's a funny little story behind this. First of all, just to let you know, we're talking about a fragrance from the house of Alexandria Fragrances. And if you don't know who they are, I've done videos on them in the past. You can go to my channel and search for Alexandria Fragrances. And I even recently talked about the house in my top 10 niche winter fragrances list when I talked about a different scent from the house. But this one is called Counterattack. This one is actually a clone. All right. And this is a clone of Viktor and Rolf's Antidote, a very highly sought after and discontinued fragrance that is heralded quite highly by many people, at least those who've smelled it. I have never smelled Antidote. I can remember a couple of years ago, Hani himself reached out to me and said I could pick any 3 fragrances that I wanted to receive. This was one of them, but either he ran out of stock or he completely forgot and just straight up did not send it to me. And I was a little bit bummed. So I had another shot and I got it here. Man, I haven't smelled Antidote, but I would imagine this is pretty dang close because most of the clones that he's putting out these days are coming pretty spot on. This is a beautiful scent, kind of almost in that barbershop vein as well. Has a little bit of a dated feel, almost an 80s feel, kind of like Drakkar Noir in a way, but to me it's timeless. Let me spray a little bit on the hand. I don't have any designers in this list. This is the closest I have to a designer. You can pick up this 55 ml bottle for less than $40 if I'm not mistaken. Wow. This is warm and sweet, and there's cardamom, there's nutmeg, there's cinnamon, lavender, so it is fresh and aromatic. It is a little bit warm and spicy. The amber, This is a gorgeous scent, and this is super versatile. This is signature scent worthy without a question. And I gotta say, I'm loving it here, but when I give it a full wear all on the neck around me, and you really detect it in the air, that is when it works its magic. This is beautiful stuff. This is Counterattack. Yet again, a clone of Viktor and Rolf Antidote. I hope to get my hands on a small amount of Antidote at some point so I can really see how close this comes. But either way, I'm loving this stuff. That's Counterattack from Alexandria Fragrances. Now, up last is a fragrance I just recently talked about. And I have my friend Rob from Fragrance Journey to thank for that. I'll link him down in the description as well. Great channel. Very, very powerful taste and fragrance. I'll just say that. This is from the House of Javoy. And I just recently talked about this. I have a little sample, official sample of Incident Diplomatique. Now, here's the crazy thing about this fragrance. We have a bottle. I never thought this would happen. But we have a bottle, and I have a dear friend of mine who's also a subscriber of this channel and who is a lover of fragrances. He was so generous enough to surprise me with this full bottle, and I'm still in awe. It came in the mail, I opened up the box, and I'm like, what? I can't even say what I said. I don't want to say it on camera. I was just so taken aback. And I want to shout out ZGO Perfumery. He told me that is where he procured this bottle. They're a fantastic, relatively new perfumery, I think in the San Francisco area. They have great selection for niche fragrances. I think you can even purchase online, so I'll link them down in the description as well. And good Lord, this stuff. This stuff is so elegant. It's hard to describe in a way. It smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. Patchouli and vetiver, a little bit of citrus blast from orange up top to brighten it up a little bit. There's a boozy nuance to it. Technically no boozy accord in here, but there's something boozy about it. You spray it on and it just kind of hits you in that way. It's hard to describe. I think I already said nutmeg, I don't remember. It's earthy. It's a little bit sweet, but not really. I think that nutmeg brings a touch of sweetness. Again, a little bit bright from the orange up top. That patchouli definitely lends an earthy woodiness to it as well as the vetiver. Man, it's elegant. It is pretty mature. And technically it is unisex. Some might say it leans masculine. I'd say try it for yourself. This stuff is incredible. Incredible. So, Frederick, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. So that's Incident Diplomatique from Javoy, Paris. Okay, Monika, let's see what you got. Would love to see your top 3 discoveries for 2019.
Justin, thank you so much for having me on your channel and for your awesome audience. I love fragrances and I'm so happy to be here. I must say a little story about you in particular. One day I was watching a video from like another room in our house and my husband, he was like, what is this voice that I'm hearing? What is this voice? So he was doing something else in another room and then he came into the room I was watching your video in. He was like, this guy has the best voice ever. Like, I want to watch him with you. He has the best voice. He should do music. And I was like, yeah, he actually does music. He doesn't sing, but he does music. So thank you again, Justin, for being here. And this was just a little fun story from when I was watching your video. I'm going to share with you 5 fragrances that I discovered this year and that are my favorite. Number 1 is actually this fragrance. It's from Swiss Arabian and I'm not sure how to read this bit. I think it's one of the first oud fragrances that I really liked. And I'm not a huge oud fan. I like it, but I don't love it. So this was such a surprise to me. That is why it's my favorite. I have been wearing it a lot. It's your typical oudy rose kind of scent. I believe this fragrance is a man's fragrance, but I feel like it's unisex, really. It could be passed off as unisex, definitely. It's kind of soft. It's not a kind of like oud in your face kind of scent. It's more like a softer oud. It's very wearable. It's not offensive. It is powerful, but not too powerful. And that is why I love it. So number 5 or number 1. Let's do number 5. Number 5 is Swiss Arabian Oud. Number 4 is Amers Homme. This fragrance is so powerful. It is so good. It smells like coconuts and milk chocolate. It is for a man, but I have been wearing it and I have gotten loads of compliments on it. It's just stunning. It's an iris scent, a milky iris scent. The sillage on there, the scent throw, and the longevity. This is extrait de parfum, so the strongest concentration of the perfume oil. But this is powerful. It lasts and lasts 10 hours plus. It still lasts. The next day it lasts. It goes on forever. Definitely check it out. It's an excellent fragrance, so high quality. I love it. Next up, we've got 11th Hour from Byredo. It was a gift on my birthday. I have wanted this year since I smelt it. I just really like this scent because it's kind of unusual. It's different, it's unique, it's very spicy. It's very spicy. To me, this fragrance kind of smells like mulled wine, but white mulled wine. It is very kind of fresh, sweet, spicy. It's just so many things, but it literally smells like mulled wine with loads of spices in it, and with the fresh acidity of the wine, the grapes. It doesn't last that long on my skin, so I have to literally like spray it like this around myself, but I still love it. I really enjoy wearing it. Not many people wear it, so I really enjoy it, and it's one of my favorite discoveries, definitely. Next, we've got Herod. I've only got a sample, but this year I finally smelled it, and actually not only smelled it because I've smelled it before, but I actually tested it, and I realized that this fragrance is to die for. One of my favorite notes is tobacco, and this is a tobacco based fragrance. This is the biggest note in this fragrance. It is sweet, slightly sweet, but it's nicely balanced. It's not overwhelmingly sweet, and I really enjoy the spiciness in it. I really enjoy the cinnamon note in it. It is one of those fragrances that I really have been enjoying wearing now that it is winter, and I'm happy that I gave it a chance and really properly tried it out because of the sample, and it definitely is going on my wish list. It's a men's fragrance, but I wear it. I wear everything really, and I believe women can wear it too. Why not? The last fragrance is Dior Homme Parfum, and this is kind of a rediscovery because I have smelt it before, but I have managed to find it. And if you know this fragrance, it's extremely hard to find. Even in the UK now, it is hard to find, and it's never displayed out at your counters, so you have to literally go asking for it. And this fragrance, I am going to wear it, although it's a very masculine scent. It is a masterpiece in my opinion. I love wearing it. It's a beast. It's a beast mode projection wise. It is a beast mode scent wise. It is a leathery kind of scent with iris again. I really like iris. And again, it's syrupy, but it's not sweet. It's very cozy, and I really appreciate this fragrance for the immaculate blendingness, I don't know if that's even a word, of ingredients. It is so smooth. It is a masterpiece. Definitely my favorite rediscovery this year. Thank you again, Justin, for having me on your channel. I really love to be here, and you are one of my favorite reviewers. I really enjoy how you review scents and also your taste in scents, so thank you so much. If your audience would like to find me, I'm sure that Justin would pop a little link down below in the description box. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Alrighty, well Monika, thank you so much for sharing your favorite discoveries of this year. It was wonderful to see what really moved you this year, and it was wonderful for me to share what moved me, and it was wonderful to share that together in this space, in this video. I hope we can collaborate again. Make sure you guys go and check out her channel. She's really kind of coming up pretty fast. She's growing her taste in fragrance and developing and discovering, obviously, and she could use your support, so go ahead and show her you know what to do. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one.